everyone, my name is Farzona. Welcome to my channel. In this channel, I'm gonna share with you how I'm growing as a person, as a professional, as a woman, and yeah, basically sharing all the knowledge that I want and all the knowledge that I have. First of all, I would love to share with you about the main topic that I love, and this is everything that has to do with AI. I noticed that so far I didn't share this with you, and now I'm thinking on talking about this a lot because this is basically my job. My job is being an AI engineer. It means like I'm gonna tell you what is this actually in a moment, but mainly so this book. In case you want to also become an AI engineer, you can start diving into this book. A little bit of premise, I would say. My background is not in AI, not in any technical subject. When I turned 30, I decided to change my life around and went to study business informatics and focused a lot on AI because this was my main subject. I was really in love with this topic way before, while I was working as a nurse. So yeah, I'm a former nurse, and but I was like so in love with the subject. I knew that I'm gonna be in AI, no idea what exactly I'm gonna do, but this subject was very interesting to me, and currently it's also very interesting. So how I've done so far, like what I've done so far to become an AI engineer. So first of all, during my studies, I was doing a lot of AI related things. So it means like I was taking machine learning subjects. All of the projects were somehow theoretically and practically AI is involved. By AI, by the AI umbrella, I mean machine learning, deep learning, some other models. So during my studies, I was focused basically on like machine learning models, like really machine learning. So, but not actually the application, right? Application was also, but mainly application in finance. Like I was doing a financial market analysis, these kind of things. But that was it. And it also was like, it's still interesting to me, financial part of it as well, but these I'm gonna keep for my own investments and stuff, like this knowledge that I gain at the university, but the basics is still good. I have like really solid knowledge on what are the main, let's say, what is machine learning, how things work, AI, let's say AI models and stuff. So yeah. Then currently I'm working as an AI engineer. It means that working on several projects related to AI. So the idea of me making actually this video is about like whatever you wanted, it's possible, because I've told you that with 30 I started like this journey. Currently I'm 33, so in 3 years I'm able actually to speak to you and use, like, let's say this, use the title of being an AI engineer. So I'll also tell you one thing what I really liked about that, the definition of machine learning engineers from AI engineers, because I think here you will also understand like what is actually AI engineering means. I really hope that you have some background in this whole subject, this whole buzzword words that I'm telling you, but in case you don't have, please ask any question that you have. Like if something is unclear for you, I would love to answer. So a machine learning engineer involves developing machine learning models. So machine learning models. let's say you know them. So machine learning engineers means that we build from scratch some models, and that's our main job. But AI engineer is going to leverage from existing models. It means that the models that a machine learning engineers built, we're gonna build on top of it something new. So this is basically my job, which means that I'm trying to find the applications, for example, for generative models that we have, large language models that we have, for example, or let me simplify it. Let's say we have some foundation model of GPT, which means that this is like the starting model of GPT, and which is also behind ChatGPT, for example. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna just take this foundation model and build on top of it something. Imagine, I want to work actually on one subject. I'm really big fan of to-do lists, and I have a lot of to-do lists, and I have a lot of like projects, a lot of sub projects, and I like also working with with to-do lists. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna use some foundation model, and build on top of it something where I will just type these to-dos, and let's say this AI model that I'm working on, that I'm building, is gonna give me kind of classification of the things that I have to work. For example, it's gonna classify, for example, now I'm gonna tell you also, there is 80-20% of, okay, now we need to work on this, like focusing on what need to be done now, and what's like can be shifted a little bit further, right? So so on this kind of things we're gonna work. I'm going to work, but maybe you can also use that, because this is basically it's a just simple thing which simplifies my life. So I'm just gonna take an existing model, a foundation model of GPT, for example, or any other model, because nowadays we have a lot of them. I can just take something base model. No, let's not talk about base model, because we can understand very differently. So some foundation model, and build on top of it some nice thing which is like needed for me. So it just helps me to focus on the things that I want, and it kind of gives me an overview. Okay, like, hey, you should focus on this subject now, and then you can focus on this subject, for example, right? I know there are so many tools which might already have the same thing, or they might be some apps for that, but you know, I always like this thing, learning by doing, and maybe sharing with you is also like some kind of idea that, okay, and now I have to do this, and you might see how I've actually built that. So this example was on what actually the AI engineer means, and like which kind of job is this actually. So what else I can say? Of course, I work in some company, and nowadays businesses need some AI tools, because usually when you're when you visit some let's say website, and you have this AI bot, for example, there, right? So that's also a very helpful tool for a company. And nowadays companies just need, like, I was reading this book, which I really recommend you if you're like, if you at the beginning of your AI journey or so, or just you're already engineer, but you want to just be on top of what is happening. Please like purchase this book, because I love it. this author, Chip Huyen. I think, I really hope it's a correct way to say it. If not, sorry, Miss or Mrs. Huyen. So I will really recommend. The book is hilarious. I'm so like, I love how the person writes here. And the book on its own. These are my first books from O'Reilly. Before that, I used to get some old versions from my friends. I have in hands-on machine learning or stuff like that. But these are my first books that I have, and I'm so happy to have them. And yeah, I can show you also, like, I'm really learning properly. So I have also the idea of what's going on, right? So this is the book, and I really recommend you. So yeah, basically that's it. This is what I do now